Well, hello there, puppies. Hey, it's Ice Age Part 2. Truck driving day. Geez, this doesn't end, man. I know a lot of people think I'm full of malarkey, but time to go drive 200 miles. Doesn't end, man. Driving the race truck today. I just love this truck. I mean, I feel so guilty. Haven't had time to change the damn oil. Oh my gosh, this truck is borderline brand new. And this thing's gonna have 5,000 miles on it, and I haven't changed damn oil. So there you go, right? That's pretty cool. This thing instantly connects to my Waze right here. And kid and daughter just left in the F450. And for me, it's all about going to work Saturday. Follow me along on the Saturday morning ongoing conversations. All right, it's race truck day on a Saturday, cold day. Kid drove the F450 with the wife. Wife left the brand. I thought she'd really want to drive us today. I'm kind of surprised, actually. If you watch my channel, I think everybody can kind of agree that this is probably that night vision. Just incredible, all the sensors. This thing's so great. Went for me being really gave this to my wife. I'd drive it, but it's all about her. But hey, anyways, let's ride around the race truck and talk about that idea. Man, this truck here is so cool. Gets really respectable fuel mileage. She's nice and low to the ground, so you just kind of like slide in. And see, these seats here over that F450 truck are so much more comfortable. That F450 truck, whoever made those seats, they're just so bulbous. You know, so the back, it's like you constantly always have the, you always have like your lumbar support, which I'm not the guy that inflates the lumbar support in my back. So 18.4 miles a gallon. This thing's gonna have, I bought an oil change kit for this thing. Gotta do an oil change. You need to get the kid to do oil change. See, the column's a little different in this one. It's actually easier to use. So they redesigned this, the 2022. And, all right. So the adventures begin. And pulled up here today. And this truck here has the all-season tires. I'm gonna get my gate to open here. And does it? Oh, it's so temperamental. Tell you what, I've been living behind the wheel of a car. You know, people see me in this stage of my life where, oh man, this guy don't work, he don't do nothing, you know? Yeah, you have no idea. I've worked 7 days a week for the majority of my life. And people are like, bull crap. Okay, well, then how do you get all this stuff? By sitting around and looking at my phone all day long and doing nothing? Yeah, right. You know, it's interesting how my daughter is born. She never brought this up before. If you're watching my channel, my daughter just told me this morning that, hey, Dad, I'm off the whole social media thing. Which I'm proud to hear that, because this social media thing is destroying this country. Now, if you follow my channel, this is this truck. And I'm not even in sport mode. So now I gotta go to sport mode, turn this dial down here. Which way does it go? I don't even know. I think I got it. It's never ending. Technology in every vehicle. So this now opens this vehicle up a little bit more. A lot of the Bronco Forum guys are bitching about how you got to constantly chill Raptor. This is this thing. So it's like a whole different animal. This thing is so much fun. This thing is 10 times funner than my Shelby Super Snake truck that was freaking $100,000. So hey, two Tuscany guys, I mean, you know, a lot of money, not a lot of fun factors. Sorry guys. Koons Baltimore Ford did a better job than you guys did, and they're not even a custom performance place. It's pretty embarrassing if you ask me. But anyways, the whole point I'm saying that is I bought an expensive truck from you guys, and you misrepresented Tuscany, who's a Shelby Ford product distributor for the Shelby brand. Their presentation to me was, we're only making 280 worldwide F-150 Super Snake Sport 2-door lowered Shelby trucks. Yeah, bull crap. You know, you guys should be a politician. You should be in the political party. It's a bunch of malarkey. That vehicle I paid $94,000 for, I was fighting to get $80 out of it on trade. Fighting. The dealer I bought it from Koons Ford, they wanted to give me like $68 for it. Beyond believable. Beyond believable. So yeah. So yeah, anyways, the truck conversations and the blah blah blah. But anyways, my daughter, she just disclosed to me this morning that she is no longer in the social media. And I'm glad, because as I just said here a second ago, what's going on now? If you follow my channel and you listen to what I'm predicting this coming year, in the next year, the total defund the police, hate the police movement is getting traction. So what happened down there? You know, what happened to the guy where the police beat up the guy? Is that Memphis, Tennessee or something? I'm not really even wanting to follow it, because already I know the theme will be that the victim. I get it. I do not support people killing anybody, but it's, where's Chicago? Where's all these people killing each other every night? Where is the sorrow? Where's the President of the United States making a statement to a family right now that just lost their kid from another drug fentanyl overdose and another drug or gun-related crime? Where's the president, you know, feeling sorry for his family? So now, what is this guy's name? I don't even want to know. This is going to be the next George Floyd all over again. By summertime, when the months warm up, there'll be the riot in the streets, and then it'll be all about the disgrace of the police, and it'll just build the momentum, and the Democratic Party will side with the criminals. Beyond believable that you as an individual, we are witnessing that the Democratic Party sides with the criminals. Yes, the Democratic Party sides with the illegals. But then yet they attack people for doing illegal activity that are politicians or high-powering people. I mean, just beyond believable. So, yeah, good luck. So, yeah, is my kid off social media? Yeah, thank God. I mean, for me, I joined Twitter. I don't even want to go on there. It's just all so much hate. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's all it is. You get on there. It's just the hate of the hate of the hate of the hate. Beyond believable. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, let's not focus the whole day on that. I mean, I'm with you. Just get rid of that. I'm more about the truck time, the riding time. Get out, ride. Get out and ride. You know what's interesting is my daughter this morning also mentioned about how her confidence level of driving cars, she feels, is getting better because of riding motorcycles. Wow. Isn't that pretty cool? I mean, think that through. So my daughter, you know, she feels, you know, when you ride a motorcycle, it really opens your eyes up just to so much stuff that's going on around you. It gives you so much more of a feeling of exactly, you know, how fast you're going. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And so for a motorcycle, it just brings your awareness of how you really have to be careful. I mean, just, you know, if you're not on the page riding a motorcycle, always thinking to yourself the what if. And that's what happens. Once you get comfortable, that's when something happens. I mean, that's usually the stories you'll hear over and over again on motorcycles. So that was encouraging. And that's my goal, too, with my daughter, is to get her exposed to the different things at a young age, to be able to do different things. Oh, yeah. Last night I booked the Florida Gator Nationals. So that's March 9th through the 12th. What's really cool is my daughter gets out for spring break that, you know, following week. And her last day of school will be a Wednesday. So I went ahead and just bought the 4-day pass. I got 2 4-day passes for like $400. I think that's not too bad. And, you know, I went right to NHRA's website, and as far as I know, I got the full deal. You know, be able to go to the pits and be able to, you know, have decent seats in the stands. And for me right now, I think if you're not buying some tickets like right now, you're gonna miss out on that opportunity. And I've never been to the Gainesville, Florida's racetrack. Here's the kind of challenge. That's about a 2-hour drive, I think, from my parents' house. Maybe not. Maybe about an hour and a half. So hopefully it's about an hour. It's going to be definitely, I would say, an hour and a half. So get up early. The odds are we won't be there Thursday. Thursday's not really much of a day. It's really Friday's pretty cool. The hot days are Saturday. Sunday's the killer day. So I'll be definitely making some videos. So what's incredible is how, wow, we're already at the end of January. I mean, I can already, February is a short month. I mean, I can already tell you, it'd be like, hey, looky here, we're heading to Florida and we're going to the Gator Nationals. I think that'll be really fun. My daughter just loves that stuff. So she just loves the cars and trucks and motorcycles. She's such a motorhead. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, anyways, figured I'd share with you my passion for my race truck. This morning, and it's really crazy is I'm back over in the same kind of part of Maryland I've been for the last 3 days. It's just really the way my business kind of plays out, how I'll literally be driving in the same areas. It's just kind of weird, the energy, the pockets. Maybe you kind of know what I mean by all that, but it's a beautiful day, and it's just in this area. The Saturdays, the traffic just is really lousy for the most part, and I just kind of took a different position here about a year or so ago. I mean, I ain't working Saturday. I've done it my whole life. Just Saturday, Sunday work, Monday through Sunday. I mean, a lot of times I try to take the Sunday off, but for the most part, I've been on the road 7 days a week. And that's why I have so many damn cars. I talked about that the other day, that my thoughts are if I get all these different cars and I can change up to different rides, then, then I won't want to buy a different car. Yeah, like that idea works. So right now, just going through the thumbnail, just going through my own file right now this past week, even for me to go back and try to figure out how I drove. I definitely drove the Ram 3500. You saw that video. I've driven the Ford Raptor. You saw that video. I drove the Ford Maverick. I don't think you showed that video. So there's the Maverick. We got the Maverick 1, Raptor Truck 2, Ram 3500 3, Toyota 4Runner 4, Jeep Grand Cherokee L 5, race truck 6. So just in this week, is that right? Yeah. So I've driven 6 different vehicles in really the last 6 days. So a different vehicle for every day of the week. That's from the running joke. And here we are back because one guy's putting down the road. This is a 55-mile-an-hour road, and it's a Saturday driver. So I'm stuck in this one pack of just cars that are slow. All the trees are naked. They're all naked because you're getting ready. It's hard to believe now, and these trees will probably start showing some life of spring being around the corner. A little bit, not much. Right now, next week is February, and February is my birthday month, and wow, from 50 years old, I just think, wow, 10 years from now, I'll be 70 years old, and maybe out there at 70, don't take it the wrong way, but I just think, wow, as I progress in life, and we all know, people in their 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, they can all say these 10-year increments, they move pretty quick. And what's your well-being? Here we go. That neat. It's all about the exhaust. Yeah. Oh, I got the tag. So get this. I got my Florida tag that was personalized. That Ford F-450 been sitting around. I didn't get the registration. And I actually just renewed it online. But here's the thing, which I don't know if they'll connect the dots or not, because I sold that truck. So the car right now just came up on me. This person here wants to go basically 80 miles. I mean, they want to go 80 miles an hour. And they just came up 80 miles an hour. Right? But this is just a solid. And the leading guy doesn't want it. This is usually about a 65, 70 mile an hour road. But the leader doesn't want to do that. So the leading car way up the way, they're going to do, they're going to do the speed limit for the most part. So renew that tag, but what's weird is that truck was sold. But did Florida, that truck was sold back in last September or October, and then I bought it back again in November. And so the question is, the state of Florida ever actually connect the dots and realize that truck has been sold and then repurchased. But I'm the same owner. It's the same owner. So does like the title registration, I would think the title registration is not going to line up with that existing registration that I got last fall to renew that truck. Unbeknownst to them, I sold the truck. Then unbeknownst to them, I bought the truck back. I'm going to have to call the state of Florida on Monday. But I put a tag on the truck so the kid can drive it. And shows I paid, they charged me a $55 late fee. You know, that's a commercial truck in Florida. So that's commercial fees for that truck. Very expensive to register it. But they charged me $55 for not renewing that before it expired at the end of December. You know, late penalty fee. Wow. Florida's usually pretty good about not being too radical on charging you fees. They seem to be a little more diplomatic, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness, the race truck. What else do I call it? That's why I call it the race truck. How do I separate what it is? If you know what I mean. Yeah, here we go. See, here we go. The putt-putts. It's the pockets. This is Route 15. And as an individual, I've been out in this area now for really 30 plus years. And it just stumps me how the state of Maryland, the state of Virginia will not build a major infrastructure of a different road to get from state to state. This is the major thoroughfare from the northeast down through Virginia. And it's a 2-lane road for the most part. And nothing. Goose egg. They all argue about that bridge, that Potomac River crossing bridge. They all argue about who's going to build the bridge. It's just, yeah. The pandemic definitely pulled everything and slowed a lot of things down. And the pandemic truly has rewritten on how people work and get around too. I mean, there's no doubt. The pandemic is definitely taking a lot of people off the roads. I used to commute 8 to 5 in this area. You know, down there in Florida, you don't see that as much. Up in this area here, the DC Beltway, you can kind of see it. That Baltimore Beltway, that's not as government-related jobs in that area. So that area is pretty bad, the traffic still. The Virginia DC Beltway, you can definitely see it's thinned out because so many people no longer drive to work. And what I wonder is, so many people now are at home that don't drive in the middle of the week. They now want to get out on a Saturday and go drive around even more so. Yeah. I mean, I think that's even bigger. So we're talking just no reason. There's no turns on this road. There's no driveways. There's nothing going on where people can get in and get out. So it's just a total person what's going on as a person sightseeing going down the road. You know, it's, oh, look at that over there. Look at that over there. Yeah, right. And, you know, and then where the phone rings, they look at their phone. Blah, 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 right? Yeah, I hope people watched my first video this morning. And I tell you, you'd be amazed how many people between car forums, people I know in person, and now my YouTube channel, where the constant, I would say most common thing that I get asked is, what is your all-time favorite car? And I don't, it's just hard to answer that question because every one of them has issues. So to me, it's like, would it be the only car I'd ever own for the rest of my life? And that's kind of where you have to say to yourself. And like the Ford Mustang GT500, baddest ass performance production car I've ever owned in my life. Fun factor, but it's not a car that I could see myself really would feel like that's a practical car to own the rest of my life. I can only see it with it being, I don't care about the finances, and I decide to keep it and pay it off and never get rid of it. Yeah, that's the only way. But at the same time, even for me, I'm like, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of car. I don't know. That's very debatable. But at the same time, what do I do? So here's on the Waze machine, and they're hanging out up here, probably running radar. Maryland's really dangerous. They've got these undercover, darked out, blacked out motorcyclists that are state police boys, and they're all in green, right up the road. I mean, they're like hidden inside the road. You don't even see them. And all of a sudden, you're like, you're done. I mean, they're shooting radar way up the road, and you can't even see them. How do I know this? I've seen them. And it's like, wow, who would ever guess that guy was out today? Yeah, so to the favorite car of all time, I don't know. Maybe I should just answer your question. I don't have one. I've just had so many. They're all great cars. Can I really narrow it down? There's a guy here. It just makes no, you know. So these people get in these left-hand lanes, and then they just don't want to be the faster car, and they just don't know. They just, you know, for them, I get it. And this is the guy here that came up on me, and they want to go 80 miles an hour. This person here, they're in a hurry. They are definitely on an adventure. You know, they got to be somewhere, and I get that. There's something going on where that lady is late. You know, that's what goes on. I told my daughter, it's like behind you, it's riding your tail, wants to go 100 miles an hour. He just peed his pants. He's got diarrhea. His dog died. Something medical happened in the family. Who the hell knows? Just let him get around you. You don't. People don't think about that. Okay, that's what I try to tell people. It's like, we got a guy come up and haul him tail. Just let him go. Yeah, so I was right. This lady here is going to be the 80 mile an hour person. Anyways, all right, time out. Oh, there goes a wild man. He's all bundled up. That's about a 90 mile an hour, 100 mile an hour right there. He's having fun, right? I think he'd be freezing your butt off. I've done this stuff in these 40-degree days and on a motorcycle, and I'll pass. You know, it definitely gets your blood going. That's for sure. Wow, Skur, I am really impressed on this truck. Just when the road's smooth, this truck really is just really comfortable. I mean, wow. But yeah, when he gets some pretty rough bumps up here, it kind of does the Bronco rodeo for you. But I'm just really impressed with how this truck just really, I mean, Koons Ford, these guys, I think, did a pretty good job, considering they just kind of, you know, the spur of the moment, decided to make this truck a lower two-door race truck. I mean, just I give them credit, man. They did a great job. Just love this truck. It's a lot of fun. I've talked about this in many of my videos, and how I'm just more of the truck person than the car person. That's always been my passion. And the two-door trucks, I've loved them. I've had two Viper two-door trucks. The four-door Viper truck, it was so lame. That thing was terrible. And then I had the two-door Super Snake Shelby truck, which that was my first two-door like race truck since my Viper days. So for me, that was a pretty long stretch. I'm talking 2008 was the last time I owned my Viper truck, and then it was until 2021, the fall of 2021, that I picked up that two-door Super Snake truck. And then I sold it this past summer, only to have this, you know, pop in my life. I talk about it all the time. It's the car gods. I mean, I truly feel like I've got the car gods, because I just have these deals play out, and I'm not here to brag. I'm just saying, even for myself, I'm just like, wow, how did that all play out? Like that Jeep Grand Cherokee L, never even had that thing in my sight to buy that thing. Never. The Ford Bronco Raptor, same thing. Never had my sights set on that thing. This vehicle here, never thought about this vehicle. Even thought about buying one and doing my own customization. Nothing. Wow. Yeah, I'm near the Koons Baltimore Ford today, working right up the street. Yeah, I know, it's like, yikes. Do I go by there? I know. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go there. even though my Expedition is now showing on their website. Up the way here, and the motorcyclist guy continue his path and go by him at 100 miles an hour. These guys here, what I notice up in these, I live on the roads, if you're 10 miles an hour, you know, over, under, they don't bug you. These police are looking for the 15 to 20 mile an hour person. And even at 15 miles an hour, I would have to say sometimes won't even get you. You're doing 80, they're not going to come after you. You're doing 85, I'd say chances are going to come see you. Debatable, because they know the 90 mile an hour person's going to come down the road. So they just pick and choose who they want to ticket. I think that they're patient. They know the 90 mile an hour guy, that's where it gets radical. So right now, there's a guy, yeah, but he's doing probably 80. Now, are the police still up there? I can't tell with my dark glasses on. I don't think so. I think they're gone. Yeah, so they're gone. There's a golf course. Not many people on the golf course today. A little nippy for that. Well, there is, up the way there, these are usually state boys running these main roads, which I'm sure most people understand that. So, let's see who we got. Who is having the lousy day person? Just a regular old Grand Cherokee, nothing special. Got a cheap Grand Cherokee, got busted. So my guess is that person, that was an 85 mile an hour person, my guess. Maybe 90. I live on these roads. The 90 mile an hour guy, this road is nothing uncommon. 100 mile an hour people. Even most people on this road, they're doing about 80. It's about the norm. Especially in rush hour. It's like yesterday we were coming back home, going west on this road. The 80, 85 mile an hour. I mean, the 85 mile an hour run is what it is. Guys are doing 85, 90 miles an hour heading back home from work. I live on the road all the time. What is this up here? Look at this Jeep up here. This color. I haven't seen this color. I'm thinking that's a Grand Cherokee. I'm guessing that's what that is. Catch up to it. Let's see what it is. They're going to exit off here on the right. No, they're not. Alright, what do we got here? What is that? It's a looking Jeep. I like it. So that's a Grand Cherokee. I couldn't tell. She's going by too fast. I just couldn't tell.